I wanted to give some direction and some pointers on doing the business with Young Living. Now, the biggest thing that resonates with myself and resonates with everybody else is we're always going to have things going on. We're always going to be busy. We're always going to have things that feel like they're priority, and it might not always feel like it's the perfect time. But I'm going to tell you that there's never a perfect time and things are always going to come up. So what you have to do is you have to sit down and you have to think about something within. You need to understand that doing Young Living as the business and as a business is not only for others, but it's for yourself and it's for those people that are in your life as well. So we deserve every single day to be the best versions of ourselves. And I've become the best version of myself through Young Living and through, understanding that Young Living is to help and support your body. And their purity is unmatched. You can't find things that are just the plant and no fillers, no additives, no nothing. So I've been able to transform my life and my family's life through Young Living, through the supplements, through the oils, through the skincare, through the household products and everything. So it's completely transformed our lives, and that is something that's the foundation and baseline of that. You should constantly be aware and working and striving towards better health for yourself and your family, and just for yourself if you need to just focus on you. And those things are going to allow you to live your life better than you would otherwise. And we can spend time researching products, we can spend time spending our money on other products, but Young Living gives you a guarantee of purity, and you will find that longevity and that wellness if you just put faith into the products. That's the first step, is getting on ER and just picking a couple things a month and just switching things out and experiencing them and seeing and building that trust with Young Living and building that understanding that Young Living is the best avenue for you for health, and everything else really comes from there. Once you have an understanding that it's there for you, then you can look into Young Living really as a business. There's many different ways to direct your attention to the business, and you can do it for many ways. For me, myself, I could get emotional, so I'm going to try not to. Young Living, I did not join Young Living to do it as a business. I joined it for the health and wellness and to help my family transform. I had been just so frustrated with researching products, getting them and finding out that they were not safe for my kids, and just that whole thing. It's just so frustrating. So Young Living allowed me to release the anxiety of products and the unknown and hidden chemicals, hidden stuff, and just be able to have faith in a company and it continue to receive that faith back to me, that it's honest and I'm not worrying about anything, any ingredients, anything. And once I surrendered that fact that one company can really have almost everything that I need, my life got a lot easier and our health got a lot better. And and that is rewarding and refreshing. When you have a passion like that behind a business, the income is great. The potential for helping others is amazing, but also finding within you that you can have a better lifestyle because of it is just, it's priceless. So when you combine all those things, you can have the compassion for a business. Many times when you decide to do a business, it is for the income and for that revenue that you're going to get from that. And with Young Living, I firmly believe, and our team I think strives for this, is it comes with passion for helping yourselves and others, and then the money. Money does affect people. It is what it is. And a lot of us will have those blocks of, I don't want to promote something, I don't want to make money off of people, etc. But no matter what way you drive an income in any part of your life, you're making money off of somebody. And you have to just sit down and remember and realize that you're making money off of somebody no matter what job you're doing in some way. So are you more are you more likely to want to make money off of somebody to help them and to help yourselves? Or would you rather be doing it to work to a goal for somebody else's needs? And that is a boundary I had to just look in the face and stare at and realize, you know what? If I do this for myself, I'm helping others. I'm helping my family. My life is better. My vitality of my life literally improves. And it is okay to make money doing something I'm passionate. People will ask me what my job is. My job is who I am. This is who I am. And you can think, I don't have time to do all this stuff that Stephanie does. That's fine. I didn't always have time to do all this stuff. You make this business what you want it to be. But I will tell you, if you do not do it, you're not going to receive all that you can from it. And it takes time to build. It takes time to get people's trust and understanding that you do the business. So if you are not doing it consistently, people don't understand. Social media is a very easy avenue. Just post something a couple times a week or once a week, and people are going to start seeing that consistency, and that's not even hard. And they'll ask questions when they need it. I like to say, and you hear me say this over and over again, post something in your stories every single day, because people are going to eventually understand, oh, she's the girl to go to for this. And people choose, and this is the thing, people choose whether or not to see your stories and your posts. So we're not forcing anything onto anybody. If they want to look, they will look. Your job is to put that awareness out there for people and to put that understanding out for people. And if you're somebody that is like, well, I've tried and don't get somewhere, you have to just continue to be consistent. And you have to look on your personal profile and your stories and think, can people tell that I'm an advocate for this? And if it's very easy, then cool, yes. But if not, then you need to do a little more of adjustment in how you're promoting yourself. The judgments, all those blocks that we put up, and I could list blocks all day long on why people don't do the business or why they stop doing the business or why they, don't succeed. But I want you to just sit in the state of mind and frame in your head, if I continue using like Young Living every day and say post about it and talk about it and let it be something that people know I do, what is the worst thing that's going to happen? Oh, I'm going to be healthier. And if you can say that you put so much effort into something and you got healthier, you didn't lose anything. You learned more about yourself, you learned more about products, you learned more about how your body can use things, and you just learn more. You're never going to waste your time. Okay? So you have to really remember that. The time is now. I will tell you, for a while there, health and wellness went down, but now health and wellness is coming back up. This is the time when people want these things. This is the time when people need stress relief. This is the time when people are looking for getting healthier bodies. This is the time when people's awareness of what is good and bad in their life is completely staring them in the face. This is the time when people need people like us that believe in something and have something real to offer, so that they can find a foundation of a company that really cares and that is actually going to give them what they tell them that they're going to give. Forget about MLMs, which is a certain marketing scheme. Forget about all those things and just focus on the fact that Young Living is the truth and has what people need. Anybody, it doesn't matter who they are. There's something that Young Living can do for somebody. It doesn't matter who they are, what age they are, anything. And you have to just hold your bearings to that and trust in it and just keep on pushing. If you dedicate an entire year to this and really work every single day and do something, even if it's just you applying an oil every day and then posting once a week and putting in your stories every day, or just trying something, don't just do it 1 month and give up. Do it for an entire year. And if you want somebody to really guide you, you have your enroller, or you have me, and just message. No one's ever too busy. We have to just figure it out, because this is what I want for you guys. This is what we want for each other. And we deserve this. So the biggest thing is just understand that you can do this. You need to use products daily. That's a huge thing. You have to have the experiences, and that's what you need to put up. Do not allow yourself to get frustrated with, I can't do videos, I don't have graphics, etc. You don't need anything professional. All you need is a cool picture with your oil. Just literally take a picture of the oil in your hand or the product in your hand and post about once in a while. It's more authentic with you doing it than somebody else, you taking somebody else's stuff. So put that block away. Enroll in Essential Rewards. If you're using Essential Rewards and you understand the benefits of getting things back, and you actually post or screenshot that in your stories every time you order something, what you got free, people are going to look. People are going to notice, and they're going to see that example. If you just come out of the blue one day and somebody enrolls with you, but they never see any information of what you're buying or, what you're using every day, they're not going to have the understanding that, one, they can talk about those things, and two, that there's more than just what it seems, oils, right? The way you promote and the way you fluidly just incorporate Young Living into your lifestyle, that is the example that you're setting for your member as well. If your members never see you post, they're not even going to think they can do it. There's a lot of members I see that their enrollers are constantly posting. Guess what those members are doing? They're constantly posting because that's what people think. Think about what you're putting in the idea of your members and your future members, and that's what they know to do with anything. What you're taught, what you see is what you think, right? And the more you do the Essential Rewards, the more you understand how that website works and how Essential Rewards works. Go onto the website and study all the starter kits. Just pretend you're enrolling. Go become a member, put in your numbers. It's not going to charge you. You don't go past shipping, right? And then just go and pretend that you're ordering and look and see what the kit's options are. Read them, understand them, so that if somebody wants to order, you actually know what to say to them. If you memorize that enrollment step, it's so much easier for you to have that confidence to talk to them about it. If you've never looked into that, besides when you enrolled, how are you going to have the confidence to enroll somebody? You know what I mean? Continue to do that over and over again until it seems fluid to you, until you really understand it. The more you use, the more you learn, the more confidence you have. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. I've been doing this since 2014. Okay. So you cannot compare yourself to me. I hope that I motivate you. I hope I drive you, but you can't compare yourself to me. We all start at the beginning, but the difference between me and other people is that I show up every single day because this stuff's changed my life, and I know that. You may not know that yet, but you have to show up every day for yourself in order to know that. You will get healthier. You will feel better. With sharing and educating, here's another block. I don't know enough. I'm just starting, or I don't know this information. I can't do this. That is why we have this group where you can add your builders in it. And that is also why we have Getting to Know. Getting to Know is an education hub. You can search, you find tons of videos. Getting to Know has been running since 2017 or 15. There's so much information in there. It's like a dictionary. You just search and go. And then we have units in both of these groups where you can lead your members. So if you do not know something, it's most likely in there. And we're working on more videos and more different things. I'm trying to build that YouTube channel so people can just search if they're not on Facebook. And we have an Instagram handle now where I'm trying to build that so group members have that. So if they're not on Facebook, there's no blocks. Everybody has an option. So forget about mastering this because you don't need to be a master to promote. You know how many people will buy their starter kit and their starter kit hasn't even come in yet and they already enroll people because they're so excited? What enrolls people is what you project out, your enthusiasm, your excitement, and you're willing to just let it fly fluidly like it's yourself. I don't hold back with my stuff because if something works well for me and if I need it, I post about it because I care about it. And some people are going to be really moved by that. Other people might need to see my post 17 times, in order to be like, oh, I could use that. But if you don't put the information out there, people do not know it's there. The other thing that I like to point out is when you're sharing with others and you are resistant to it because it scares you, the more and more you do it, the easier it gets. By the way, we all get scared at first. But if you don't tell your best friend Sarah about the oils, somebody else is going to tell Sarah about the oils and they're going to enroll with them. And then you're going to be like, well, why didn't you enroll with me? And they're going to say, I didn't know you were doing that. And that happens all the time. I get people where their sister enrolls with somebody else. Well, I didn't know you were doing that. Well, I am. Well, you didn't tell me. You have to put the information out there, even if it scares you. If you have somebody message you and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, just message me or message your enroller and just ask. Most people start out with a goal. They want to pay their oils off every month, so that's a zero thing. It's up to you. Me personally, I wanted to be able to have an option of staying home and being a stay-home mom and working. So that was my goal, and now my goal is just to pay all of our bills with my Young Living and have extra for groceries. Like, I want every single expense every month to be paid with Young Living, and I've succeeded with that. We have succeeded with that because I am a team with you guys. But that I would love for every single one of you guys. This isn't a duping thing. This isn't a thing where I'm fooling you into something. Like, this stuff is real, and you have to just believe it. I used to look at other people and be like, how do they do those things? Like, how is it that person getting so successful at those things? And it's unreal that our team is so big as it is, and it's unreal, but it also is a reflection of the passionate drive that I have for the team, and also the passionate drive that you guys have for the team. I'm no different than any of you guys are. I am no different at all. I used to have panic attacks before I did my videos. I mean, that's real stuff right there. Oh my God, I can't even go there. But I just was like, if I really want this is what I need to do, because people need to see me. And that's what I did. That may never be your piece of cake, but you have to post something so somebody sees something. You just have to do it, and do it consistently. Do it consistently for 6 months. What are you going to lose again? Nothing. You won't lose anything. Trust your instincts. If your instincts say post, do it. If your instincts say, hey, message this person and say this, then do it. If your instincts say to pull out essential oil in front of your friend for every single day for 2 months until they finally ask you about it, then do it. Just trust your instincts. The more and more you do things, when your instincts tell you to do it, the more and more it's going to bless you with that information that's going to guide you. The more and more you quiet it, the quieter it gets, and the less it's going to give you. You have to open yourself up, and you have to just trust. We are not fooling anybody with this company. This is real. Only thing that can benefit from you in talking about it is good. There's no bad. There's no bad at all. And you might make money. It's amazing. How to work with people once you're building a business. Add them to our groups, and add them to this if they're building a business, and then go through our units in this group and look at all this stuff. There's a 10-day challenge you can read, and that really helps you with the things that you would want to know as a builder. But the biggest thing is you're building a friendship. So that person enrolls, make sure they got their starter kit, and make sure they know what they're doing. We have videos, one-on-one videos in our group. You don't even have to do a one-on-one class if you don't want to. It's up to you. But how you treat your members, how they know to be treated. So you just want to give them whatever you can, and that reflects you. And every single resource you would possibly need is in these groups. So it's really helpful. And you're literally just building a relationship with that person. Tag them once in a while. People like to be tagged, so then they see things, and just keep them incorporated. I like to write down my members' names, and then I can cross every month. I cross them off if I haven't tagged them, so then I know that I'm tagging them. So then you're keeping this cycle of every month at least tagging them once in one thing, so that you're constantly connecting with them. Message them once in a while and see how they're doing. Send them something in the mail and tell them thank you for enrolling in whatever you want to do. It's up to what you want to do. It's up to what your brand is. It's up to what your energy wants you to do. I will tell you, if you enroll people and you never do anything with them, you're not going to grow. But also, if you think about it this way, the more you help that member, the more confidence they're going to have, and the more likely they're going to help somebody else. And are we in here selfishly to have other people help themselves? Yes, because I want them to be healthy, and I want them to have that option for people. Is it about money? You know by now that it's not. But it's about being healthy, and everything else comes into this beautiful combination when you do those type of things. Is my driving force money? No, it's not. I honestly don't check my check. I don't look at it. My husband wants to know. He cares about that stuff. All I know is I'm showing up every single day, and it's paying bills. That's all I know. And I know that I would not be who I am without this company. So I will show up every single day until I can't. Building relationships. So just remember, it's more like a friendship. Don't let this whole thing with I'm building a business like block you. The more you are just there for your team, the more you tag, the more you interact, the more you just hang up on them, you're going to succeed. You're absolutely going to succeed. Do you need to make a group in order to be successful in Young Living? You do not. We have getting to know. Allow yourself to not have stresses. What is going to overwhelm you? Running your own group, is that going to overwhelm you? That's fine. If you would like to be more active in getting to know and have more of that presence, just let me know. I always have space and room for people to help out. You just have to tell me, because I schedule all my posts. I schedule all of them ahead of time for the most part. So if you want to go live, I just want to make sure that we're not doing too much chaos in the group. So please just message me and say, hey, I'd like to post a couple times a month. Just tell me the times and days. I will make sure I don't have anything going on that day, and it's open to you. Be consistent. Be passionate, and do not give up, because what you're giving up on is your own health and the people around you health. That's what you're giving up on. You have nothing to lose. Let's see. How to market yourself. It's just the posting and talking. It's the easiest way to market yourself. Is there a quota? There's no quota. You can sign up and enroll as many people as you want, and that's on you. That's up to how you want to do it. Every single month, the accounts go back to 0. So you start from square one, but you always hold that. You'll hold that rank. But every month it resets. The first of the month it goes back. So every single person has to re-rank every month, technically. What if you're not somebody that's a leader? You don't have to be a leader in order to be passionate about something that does well for you. Okay, so let it be yourself and not trying to be who I am. Let's see. Goal setting. How to know what your goals are. You have to figure out why you're doing the business and what you would like to get out of it. And then set goals for that. I want to enroll one person every month. I want to enroll one person every 3 months. I want to enroll 6 people every month. What works for you, and how are you going to do that? When you say you want to enroll somebody, make sure that you are able to know what that action is afterwards. You're going to add them to the group. You're going to message them. You're going to do those things. So have things laid out for that person too, so that they can be successful and have a good time with Young Living. And it's not just about enrollments. You can enroll 1 million people, but if you don't take care of them, they're going to fall off, and it's not going to help you. Let's see. Set time every single week to do something with Young Living. Have an idea and have it laid out on your calendar. Have it in your schedule. Have it wherever you write yourself down, and know I'm spending 5 minutes a day making a post in my stories. I'm messaging one person a day to see how they're doing. Whatever works for you. Or I'm going to message 3 people a week and just ask them how they're doing, and have a conversation about what you think would help them, etc. And have those things laid out. I'm going to do a live video once a week. Have that laid out so that it's literally seen as a structure, as a business, so that you have to spend time doing it. Even if it's spending a half an hour a day reading through your reference book, that's going to help you to have more confidence. It's going to help you. Or spending an hour a week looking through the videos in our groups in order to learn. You have to commit to the success. This is really good for people, and it doesn't have to be just a trend. This can be for real, and this can be for as often as I want it to be, and just continue through that. Trying to think of where do you start? You just start posting. You start telling people. You start using the stuff. You start putting in your stories, and just let that flow. And people will eventually come to you and ask you. Once in a while, it's nice to say, "Hey, if you'd like to enroll with me, have like a story like that, or have like a graphic, so people know you're doing the business." But you don't have to do more than that. You could even do it. Hi, I just started doing Young Living, and I'm really passionate, and these are the reasons why. You could do that every couple months, so people know you can enroll with them, because there's many people that will advertise things on Facebook, but people don't know that they're actually somebody you can go through with stuff. What else can we talk about? Successful follow-up. How do you follow up with somebody? Just literally ask them and say, how did you like those samples? You commented on my post a couple of weeks ago. You liked the information. Do you have any questions for me? Or, what did you think about that stress weight that I gave you yesterday? Did you get your starter kit? What have you been using? What are your questions? Very simple and basic. You don't have to overthink that. Make sure you have memorized the virtual office. Go into the website, like I said, and just play around with becoming a new member. You have your enroller and you have your sponsor. If you go to the announcements in this group and you hit that, all the announcements, there's a tab on building your business. If you have questions, let me know, but it lays out the sponsor, the enroller, building the team, all those things. It lays it out. This group is full of information. You can host Zoom classes. You can host online Facebook classes. You can do live videos on your Facebook. You can do live video on your story. You can do a class in person if you want to. One-on-ones work really well for people, where a lot of people will just enroll by just talking one-on-one, having a phone call, scheduling a time to get together for coffee, or scheduling a Zoom call one-on-one. That works awesomely because you can literally tap into that person and 100% focus into them. And that's okay. And that works really well right now because most people want to do videos. That's how you get connection with people. You could schedule a Zoom call or a chat or a Skype or something every single month for your team. Even if it's 2 people, later it will be 6 people, 7 people, and that's what your team can also promote too. Every month we have a Zoom call and we talk about these things. Just be creative. You could literally just say, hey, what are you guys' questions? What do you want to talk about? And if they have no idea, pick up a couple oils and say, let's talk about these ones. And that's your Zoom call. It's information, it's building a relationship, and it gives people a chance to see you and have discussion. If Zoom calls are not your thing, figure it out. Figure out what is your thing. Because if you want this, you got to figure it out. I can put out as much stuff as possible, but I will be honest, the Zoom calls are really hard for me. And you guys know this because, I'm homeschooling my kids. I'm not making excuses, but we still have a toddler that sometimes is up until 11. And I'm usually here by myself. So, it's hard. I'm trying, but you have to figure out what works best for you and just do it. The really cool thing is now Facebook, if you do a video, you can save it. So you can upload it to a YouTube and have people direct to that. You can send it to people. You can do many things and allow that to be a way to message people and to connect with people. You can do your own introduction video where you literally just say, hey, thank you for joining my team, and then give them a lowdown of things you want them to know, and upload that on YouTube, and literally have it private so you can only send it to who you want to. No one else can see it if you don't want people to see it. And that could be your welcome message. You can text that to people. And, and you can even just make a video every month that just tells them some things you'd like to know. And upload that on YouTube and send it to all your members. You can do anything you want to do. You just have to understand that if you don't continue to do it, it's not going to be consistent, and your members need education. That's why if you're not into any of that stuff, just tagging your members in stuff that's in getting to know is very effective. You have to sit down and think of what your goals are. Think of where you want to be in 6 months. Think of where you want to be in 5 years with your health, 10 years with your health, but also where you want to be with your income. What's another $100 a month? What's another $50 a month? What's another $1,000 a month if you can get up to that or more? And how would that help you? And you know as well as I do that any single job that you do, you have to work for it. But why not work for a job that is 100% going to reward you? 100%. And it's nice because once you build a team, once you build that kind of stuff, if you have seasons where you're really busy and it's hard, you already have them and you know that they're plugged into the group and you know that there's going to be an education. So we have a leeway, but you have to commit and you have to just continue. And you're doing that for yourself, but you're doing that also for your passion for people to be healthier. If you have questions and you need more specifics, again, please go into the units in our building group and look at all the information in there. And if you still feel like you need help, message me or enroller and let them know. But we have all that we need in these groups. And if you think that you're not being led and you're not being helped, message your enroller, or your sponsor and be like, I need more accountability. I'm going to start posting in our in this group, in the Building Your Passion group, a couple of things a week that I'm going to do every single month, and I'm going to schedule that stuff today. So that stuff's more consistent and doing more just building and direction stuff. But really, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't force you to drink. So you have to look deep within and be like, I want this, and just go for it. And consistently go for it, and consistently go for it. And if you feel like in the past you've done that and you haven't got anywhere, try again. Try again. It's just like a diet. It's just like a workout plan. You just got to continue until you see results. It's the same exact thing, and it will reward you. I hope this is helpful. I hope you have a really awesome day. And if you need more guidance, we have the Propel book. You can just go search online. The Nicole Perez Propel book is really good. The Road to Royal book is really good. The 4-Year Career book is awesome. There's a Share Oil Repeat book, which is, I believe, also Nicole Perez. Who is this? Oh, no. This one is a really good one. And if you're a book person, get those type of things and do it. But you gotta just do it. I believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. I can tell you a million things every single day to do, but you have to just believe in yourself and keep up with it and do it. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day.